All right, people. Don't adjust you down. It is I. It is Old Man Logan. That's KG. Hold on. I got a treat for y'all. One second. One second. Bam! Yep. It's the trio. Our boy, the final boss. Hey, how you say that last part? In the middle, Lord Beerus. Did I say that right?
Yes, Lord.
There we go. Hey, I got it right. Lord Bitters, aka Hot Takes Heal a Kill, is here with us tonight. We are going to do the unholy trio. You know what I'm saying? Kind of getting our brood on here. This is episode 160 of Hot Take Wrestling. All righty.
Wait, how are we unholy trios? Because does it mean we all believe in white Jesus?
KG starting off.
It's unholy because I'm coming from the after dark side of things, where the darkness is.
There you go. See how he picked up on it? That's that Capricorn energy right there. That's
darkness is.
All right, so look, we're gonna go ahead since KG on one already. Here we go.
It's the ginger whiskey assassin, the other KG. Hashtag y'all gotta chill.
KG, talk to the people.
I don't appreciate Logan Paul sucker punching CM Punk, so from now on, I'm buying Pepsi instead of Prime.
What's going on? Oh man, look, I'm trying to find where did his thing go? I had the thing right here for Akil's intro. Where the hell did it go? I'm gonna have to find it again. But look,
just
ladies
call
and
me
gentlemen,
John Cena tonight.
There you go, Mr. You Can't See Him, aka
Never seen 17.
Yes, sir. Hot Takes Heal a Kill is here. I can at least hit it with the the applause. Though. You get there we go. All right, and let me get me out the way, and we will get our episode on and popping. So here we go. Bang.
It's Big Oos, Old Man Logan.
Oh shit, damn.
It's Big Oos, Old Man Logan. Acknowledge him.
What's going on? Right. You on budget cuts or something, man? I thought your intro got cut. Like that time. That time, like they had and this actually the funniest time I ever saw this. Right, they've been doing it lately on Netflix though. But back in the day, Edge had just dropped the world title. They didn't even give this man an intro. And this is when they was pushing. This is when they was pushing John Morrison. I was like, okay, Edge going down the card. Edge won the match. Like, this man don't get an intro. He just sitting in the ring like a jobber.
Crazy that they did Edge that way. But it's probably the whiskey. Apologies. I'm trying to show y'all the label. The label ain't really showing. But this episode is not brought to you by, but this is what I'm drinking tonight. Okay. I'm not the wise man, so this ain't Babe, but shout out to my pops. My pops put me on to this Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, Basil Hayden. Okay, so that's what's in my cup tonight. Here y'all go. Salute. And we are going to get this episode going. Before we get started, let me go ahead and let y'all know where y'all can follow everything Hot Take Wrestling. Bam! TikTok, Hot Take Wrestling. Instagram, Hot Take Wrestling. X or Twitter, Wrestling Take. Twitch, we are Hot Take Wrestling Podcast. At YouTube TV, you can watch us at NMG TV. And we're also on Kick at NMG Podcast Network. I am glad I did that quick little intro right quick so I could also get us live on Instagram right quick. And we are ready to go. All right, Lord Beaters.
And before we go into it, two things. I just want to make a quick announcement that we have an event coming up that will be live and in living color and in person. And that will be the Hot Take Survivor Series War Games Watch Party happening at Tata's here in Chicago, Illinois. You'll find the links on our social medias and our stories. If you don't see it, all you got to do is ask and you shall receive. We will give you the link so you can come out and come through. Remember to use the promo codes HTAD for Hot Take After Dark or the promo code HTWP for Hot Take Wrestling Podcast. And my second thing, I have a question for you. Do you not know who Lord Beerus is?
He doesn't.
You don't?
I don't.
Dragon
So
Ball Z?
I've never. So I get the blurred thing right, and I've said this with the guys before, and they be like, "Tim, you a blurred?" And I'm like, "I'm not," and they be like, "Why not?" Because I'm like, I didn't watch Japanimation, so the only Japanimation I know is like the classic stuff. I was able to watch on Channel 66, Ghost in the Shell, Fist of the North Star, and The Guyver. That's all I know when it comes to Japanimation. Like I tried to watch Dragon Ball Z back in the day, and you know how it was before TiVo, before we could DVR things. You miss one episode, you miss two episodes, you come back, Goku's an adult with 3 kids. Yeah. And I just was like, you know what? I'm over it.
The reason for the Lord Beerus thing is because last year, I think, we did an episode and I was eating, and then Phil was like, why kill over there looking like Lord Beerus eating and judging everybody? So since then, every now and again, I'm on here and I'm eating and I'm judging. So,
okay,
Damn,
I get it.
Yeah, they want to make that running joke by Rey Mysterio. Goku's real deadbeat dad.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
I'm just saying that man disappeared for the first 7 years of his kid's life, talking about the earth would be safer if I was dead. Yeah, all right. Should have had a better pull-out game, son.
I do got a question for y'all, being that y'all did watch Japanimation.
Mm-hmm.
Does it count if you watched the like live action Dragon Ball Z movie that like totally sucked? Like,
yeah.
Does it take away from your fandom?
I don't know what needs to be burned faster, that or Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Now that was trash. So if Dragon Ball Z is beating that, then OMG.
I heard it was that bad. I tried to watch it. It was awful. Like I didn't even get past like maybe 10 minutes. I was what is going on?
I would say Mortal Kombat only because we end up getting the Bulma and Goku from the movie in Shameless. That's it. That's the only reason. Because that's Shameless, and that's wild. That's it. That's the only reason. Parallel universe type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, so you don't remember Ronin Warriors?
Oh, I watched it. That's my.
I'm saying, yes, some of them you probably
That's 4.
Yeah, you probably saw some of them.
Ronin Warriors only was like for a season though.
No, it wasn't that. Yeah, it didn't expand it because you weren't getting like when we were in high school with Dragon Ball Z. It was like almost every day we get a new episode to a degree. Once they got the English dubs, but we can talk about this another time, But just thinking about that, you probably caught a couple other ones. You probably just went over your head.
No, just offhand, like because the only reason I saw those other ones, like I saw the Fist of the North Star on Cinemax back in the day when they made it straight to VHS of that, and they made a Guyver movie. They made 2 of those that were straight to like VHS, and then I saw the animation versions of them because I used to watch Channel 66 on Friday nights when ECW. I'm gonna see if y'all remember this. When ECW used to come on at like midnight, I want to say it may have been 11:30 or something, but they used to have a Friday night where they played Japanimation movies, and I might have called some other ones too. I might have called Castlevania, but I just was never able to like consistently watch them. But y'all see the age of the ones I'm talking about. Like I ain't talking about nothing like semi-current or more recent. So those are like classics when it comes to them. But those are like the only ones I really got a chance to like follow up and watch. Outside of that, I was never able to go back and I always said I wanted to get into those, but it just never really happened. So, but I check off all the other boxes. It's just the Japanimation box I don't check off. So, I digress. So, good people, we are going to get into our weekly recap. We got to talk about Saturday Night Main Event. We got a new champion over on Monday Night Raw, as well as a new women's champion over on SmackDown. Congrats to CM Punk and Jade Cargill, both of them successfully becoming new champions on their respective shows. But man, we're gonna go ahead. KG, are you ready for the weekly recap, my good friend?
Sure. Yeah, let's get into it.
And now your week in review.
I'm still pushing for MFT names to be an acronym to motherfucking thugs, but I really need that to happen. But with that being said, So it looks like the Timu bloodline. I mean, I kid. No, you know what? Interesting. We had thoughts about that. We were talking last week. Logan brought this up about the possibility of Tama Tonga maybe getting the singles push because he did pop up backstage, U.S. title, did his little yeah. Handed the title to Ilya Dragunov. As they came with Sheamus, Ilya Dragunov, if I can finally say his name correctly, he had a banger with Nathan Frazier. That was a hell of a match. Y'all get a chance, go back and watch that. It probably was a match of, at least in WWE, probably match of the week, honestly. Maybe outside of, I can't really actually think of one. Maybe the Kabuki Warriors and, not Kabuki Warriors, Charlotte and Alexa versus Bailey and Lyra from last week. Those two are probably my matches for the week, from last week. So go ahead, watch that U.S. Open Challenge. I'm glad they're doing that. We saw Melo officially transitioned to being a babyface, going down the crowd, giving high fives to the fans and everything like that. Maybe he is him. Like I said, I think that means they're trying to push this dude. Like we said, they're planting the seeds already. I was expecting that tag team with Miz to last a little bit longer. Not saying I was disappointed, but one of those things where if that was the end game, which it probably was anyway, they probably weren't supposed to touch the tag titles. Miz has done that several times. I don't know how many different partners at this point. At the top of my head, John Morrison, John Cena, then not Jericho. I'm missing some people. Truth, list goes on and on. But with that being said, too, they announced John Cena's last opponent is going to be through a tournament, a 16-man tournament. Sheamus and Shinsuke Nakamura is in round one. So I don't remember the last time they've had a match if they ever have. So that's it. And then Damian Priest and Rusev. So I think we're going to get some matches we haven't seen before, too. That's exciting. So if they're going to do the build-up, they definitely flash the people on the screen where it's like some people we know are going to be in there for sure. Like Gunther's supposed to be in there. Dirty Dom's supposed to be in there. They hinted at some people maybe not working for the company being there. I think that's more so some people possibly maybe someone from TNA. I don't know if they're going to pull that trigger with AEW. I wouldn't be surprised if this is how they reintroduce Jericho, because that's the one of his legendary opponents, even though they didn't have a huge feud in 2005 when Cena first went from SmackDown to Raw. That still kind of solidified Cena's title run to a degree, because they did have about a 2 or 3 month program culminating at, I believe, SummerSlam 2005, or the night after that as well. They had a match, and I think that's how they wrote Jericho off TV so he could go do his tour with Fozzy, his music thing. And then Saturday night's main event, I'm making sure I've just hit all the points I wanted to hit on SmackDown, but that was Drew and Cody had a pretty damn good match. But I just think it's funny how Cody was looking around his shoulder, like around his turned his head to look at the referee, and did look like he tried to DDT Drew essentially on that championship. I don't know, man. So we'll see where they go with this. Drew, as Akil calls him, Who McIntyre, has another thing to gripe about. I don't know where to go with this. I think Drew's gonna get the title at some point, though, only from a standpoint that I think they want Sammy to get the title. We've talked about this before. He can't face Cody, but I mean, if that's the case, maybe that's how you turn Cody heel, because maybe he drops the title to Sammy. Then I don't know, because if Cody takes it to Mania, I'm just not a big proponent of Cody necessarily taking it to Mania, because if he does, if you look over the last 2 years, outside of that 3-4 month stretch of Cena had it, I mean Cody would have had it for 2 years as a babyface, give or take, drop a couple months. And I don't know how I feel about that, even though he's in today's era, like I said, he rarely gets booed outside of that feud with Cena, but I think that was more of a nostalgia thing. It's like, hey, this might be Cena's last time touching the championship, so maybe that's why some of the fans, or at least the older ones, were kind of split down the middle between them. Even though Cena was supposed to be the heel. What's that? Are we getting hacked? But yeah, no. And Jade obviously was long overdue for her to get the championship. Not long overdue. It was time, should I say. From a standpoint that, like I said, Tiffany had a long run with the championship. She only lost one match heading into that all year to Stephanie Vaquer. I believe it was the only loss in 2025 in a singles capacity. And they did it in dominant fashion too. They didn't leave a doubt in anyone's mind. They still protected Tiffany a little bit because she had that knee injury going into that match. But I think this potentially sets up for Jay to go on a major run. And we'll probably finally get her and Bianca at Mania. That's my prediction, at least. And I think that everything will come full circle in that aspect. And now, as somebody pointed out before, all the big three that walked into WrestleMania 40 have been champions now. Even though Naomi and Bianca had already been champions, that two of them had to, Naomi had to reestablish herself, obviously, and reinvent herself. So it was like a brand new version touched that title. And like I said, Jade didn't reach that mountaintop in AEW. She was always in the mid card, even though she had that long undefeated streak. It still was one of those things where I said, still didn't get to the mountaintops, in that company. Thought the triple threat was done well. I'm sitting up here laughing. I'm like, well, Penta actually gave up. It don't matter if Dom ring. I'm like, oh, he never submitted, and Dom stole the ring bell, the bell hammer, should I say, to keep him from tapping out. So I thought that was pretty clever. And then Punk and Jay, solid match, man. So, a lot of people get on Jay's credit, or get on his case at least, recently. People can't be satisfied in anything. I don't think Jay's supposed to have a super long run with the championship. And people are fickle. That's all I will say. You're going to ride with somebody, you're not. But point is, me and Kill, we're big Punk supporters, obviously. So we were very pleased with the outcome. I thought that made the most sense, not just because we're Punk fans. Exactly. Just from a standpoint, you continue that feud with divisions. Not that Jay couldn't do it, but I think it's just a longer backstory with Punk being the forefront in that battle. It just makes a little bit more sense. And then, like I said, you got Logan Paul up here sucker punching people, man. I don't know. Yeah, because I saw something, people were like, man, who we could have gotten to join the division. I'm like, but I think their thought process was, hey, maybe let's get someone that's close to their equals instead of someone they're going to fall back and follow. Because if you look at it, Braun Breaker has been two-time IC champion. Logan Paul's he had a long reign with the U.S. title. Granted, he didn't defend it as often as some other people did when they had that championship as long. Like, Dom's been, for example, defending the IC title. I don't know how many times. I think he's had 9 or 10 defense title defenses he's had since he's won the title. I think Logan only had maybe 5 or 6 during that 200-plus day run. But I think that was a thought process, because if LA Knight joins, and even though LA Knight's never been a world champion, it's like, all right, they both got to kind of fall back again, because LA Knight's he's different, man. I don't think you could really put them with division and say they're all equals. Logan Paul, I think the way they've been booking him, at least you could call them equals, even if you don't want to see him in that position. Jay didn't really make too much sense joining a stable to be the heel, because because Logan Paul, I look at it in this way: it's between him probably and Dirty Dom, who's positioned to win Money in the Bank next year potentially, because of what you do with that briefcase type thing and how they're being booked. And it's a heel briefcase in a sense for the most part. Either people turn heel, they already are heel when they get it, unless somebody else comes out of the woodworks. As of now, I would say they're probably the front runners walk with that briefcase next year. I thought Dom Ray's promo was pretty. You talk about my father, or keep my father's name out of your mouth. You better than Eddie Guerrero. Keep my father's name out of your mouth. Oh man, that was comedy gold. I'm sure you're laughing at that, but
then Akil sent that in the group checks, and I was just like, yo, this is possibly one of the longest running promos and storylines ever at this point in time, because Dominic was a kid when that took place, and now he's obviously an adult married man, and here we are still with the "don't talk about my father" in reference to Eddie Guerrero. Man, rest in peace, Eddie Guerrero, bro. Like,
absolutely, yeah. Because this month is actually going to be later. I want to say next week. It'll be exactly the 20th anniversary of his death.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because
Wow.
it was before Survivor Series. I remember that. But so they're pushing Raquel. So I like that, even though I know Stephanie's going to retain. I think Raquel has. Uh, I think Raquel has definitely earned that. One, she just wasn't able to stay healthy, whether it be physical injuries or personal injuries. I know she had the condition with her skin, where it put her on the
Mm-hmm.
shelf for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But Big Mommy Cool, as they call her, has definitely made some strides, and you already knew she had it in her based on her NXT run. I think most of us did, at least. So it's good to see her get that opportunity next week on Raw. Um, Kabuki Warriors, I know they're getting their title shot against Charlotte and Asuka, or the Charlotte and Alexa. Sorry. Yeah, I'm with Akil. I mean, the Kabuki Warriors. I just like that they're actually putting the focus on the tag team division, though. It's been a while. It seems like it's been, in terms of stability, it seems like it's been maybe since Bailey and Sasha has been this interesting. Even though they were heels at the time, 4 or 5 years ago during the pandemic, it's just at least they're putting an emphasis on it again to make it
And
important.
I think the main difference was when they held it, right, is that Sasha and Bailey, I don't know if they made it a point to make sure that that title was seen on all three shows. Like you saw them, they had that great match in NXT. I'm trying to remember who did they face. It was Sasha and Bailey. This was during COVID, I want to say. Was it Dakota Kai and Io Sky?
No, I think it was Dakota and Tia Knox.
Tegan Knox. It might have been, yeah. But that was a great women's tag team championship match. And it was like that made you want more of it. But at the same time, at least for me, just outside watching, it seems like whoever holds those titles, they either one of the partners end up being unhealthy and gets injured and they have to relinquish the championship, much like how Raquel and Liv had to. They did that, what, 3 times they maybe had to relinquish the titles? 3 or 4.
Something like that. Yeah, it's been. Somebody said those titles was cursed. I don't even go that far, but I
Yeah.
think
There was
it's
a
just a
time when they
matter.
had to vacate them, and they were just vacated for a long time. Like they forgot about the women's tag team championships,
Mhm.
and then they had to do that tournament for them because they
Mm-hmm.
had nothing. Like, wow.
And I remember Naya and Shayna Baszler got him, and they had it for quite a spell. And it was just kind of like, all right, do we have nothing for him? Because they didn't. I don't really remember them like defending them as much, but they were champions for quite a bit.
Yeah, they were. It was just shaking names out in a hat and saw what fell out in a sense when they did that. 'Cause that pair made zero sense. So, from a standpoint that I think all tag teams when they start are random, but I don't think anybody sitting at home was like, man, I would love to see Nia Jackson, Shayna Baszler with tag titles.
No yeet,
But
Kim. No yeet. No yeet.
Yeah, no, yeah. But real quick though, since we're talking about the women's tag team titles and our
Mhm.
women's tag team champions, that being Blissa Boo, as I love to call her, and Charlotte. But I had this thought like literally the other day. What if Alexa Bliss tries to finally like take Charlotte and turn her into like the twisted queen? Like have her go down that dark road, have her be in like the Firefly Fun House type situation, and use that and then they have a dark run. They still be loved by the fans and everything like that, but just have her upgrade her character. Like now we got Charlotte. People like Charlotte now. The only
Mhm.
reason they like her is because she's with Bliss, though. Everyone
Mhm.
knows that. That's the only reason she's liked. But then you use this as an opportunity to get Charlotte to do some character work. Because even though she's liked, she's still herself. She's just smiling more and having fun on
Right.
TV. That's the only difference. So
Right.
that popped in my head like about a day or so ago. Like I would love to see that happen just to further that narrative. And then it takes it whereas even if they end up losing the titles at some point, or that could be the caveat, they lose the titles. And then they gotta change they mental for things, or she has to change Charlotte's.
Mhm.
And that keeps it whereas you can have them in matches that are like big fight feel and not have the championship be involved. Like they can go against
Mhm.
whoever they want And same thing, somewhat like with the Whites. Like people, they were trying to fight the Whites just to fight them all. It wasn't always necessarily because of championship, like the Wyatt family rather. It wasn't because of championships. It was just they are a threat. Like I would love that to be done with Alexa Bliss and Charlotte because we love twisted Little Miss Bliss. We love her when she has Lily and she's demonic and dark and shit like that. So just imagine that being with Charlotte too. That's a whole nother layer. Twisted Queen, the Twisted Goddess, like that'd be dope.
Now, here's my question: do you guys think Charlotte could pull that off? Because all we've seen is her basically. This is a rehash of her father's gimmick. Like nothing's been original with Charlotte's gimmick. You know what I'm saying? As far as the presentation, it's all like a rehash of Rick's gimmick.
I think if it depends on how much effort creative puts into it, because although certain Tribal Chief was nowhere near as bland as Charlotte, we also had Suffering Succotash and Tater Tots and blue contact lenses.
VKM at his finest.
So to answer your question, it just depends on how much effort creative puts in it. And now you actually have more. To me, they have more creative minds. Speaking, and going right now than they had back when Charlotte was initially getting pushed. She's not being put in a box like a fucking Barbie.
No, because Tiffy's getting that treatment now.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, was that shade?
It was shade to create. It was shade to creative because that dude had a type, man. Blonde, big breasts. Blue, they didn't have to have blue eyes. With blonde and big breasts.
Lacey Evans, anyone?
Oh yeah. Oh man, they tried to kill Becky's title run before it even started. Yeah, we're gonna have you win the first ever main event for women in WrestleMania history. Then we're gonna put you in a feud with Lacey Evans. That'll draw money.
Wait, wasn't that the same year that they had Daniel Bryan and Brie running from Kane?
Oh, you talking about like that? You comparing it to that?
No, that was like their first like feuds. After
That's what I'm saying. Oh yeah. I don't know what that was about, bro. They said Big Show had an ironclad contract. Maybe him and Kane really did. They stayed getting at least one title shot from like us. I want to say from like 2012 to like 2015. They kept having a world champ like on pay-per-view.
Legit. Like
Kane beat CM Punk on the road to WrestleMania 29. People forget about that. I'm like, wait. So we know you're not gonna end the streak.
If you can't beat Kane
on the road to WrestleMania.
Because this definitely wasn't the Kane of old. Like if Kane would have been consistent that whole time, like
no, that's what I'm saying. Like
that would have been a different story, but that wasn't the case.
This is crazy to me. Like these dudes.
That was corporate Kane too, wasn't it?
They had him put the mask back on for the feud for some reason against Daniel Bryan, but this is insane to me. No, it carried on to 2018. Them dudes are still getting world title matches because Kane was in that triple threat with Braun Strowman against Brock Lesnar at Royal Rumble. Like, who in the blue hell said Kane need a world championship match in 2018?
Vince,
like that's when Seth fucked his knee up too. Exactly. That's when Seth messed his knee up in 2015 WWE Championship match against Kane.
Yeah. They didn't have the finances to have like bring back legends too much like when they wanted to at those times. So I think, hey, that's my homie Jordan. What's up, brother? So they ended up having. He said that match wasn't. It really was. They had superstars as jobbers basically. Kane was a jobber in that match. Basically. They needed a placeholder.
Do you remember around that time? Dolph Ziggler was still over. He was the sole Survivor Series 2014. Kane got a WWE Championship match. You don't have to like the man, that's fine. But we talking about who actually had a connection with the crowd. Did nobody tell Kane to put a mask on and then all of a sudden he getting a title match? I'm saying at least there was a built-in storyline to put Ziggler's on. I'm not saying that he should have won the title.
A mask on, threw Zack Ryder off the stage with the wheelchair, and he was supposed. Did he supposed to feud? He feuded with Cena shortly after that too, right?
That was when they were teasing about turning Cena heel.
Yeah, because he had the black shirt. That was like the first time he had a black shirt, and everybody thought he was about to turn heel.
That was that Rise Above Hate. Campaign. Yeah, that was that one.
Yep.
Rise above these. No, let me stop.
Old Vinnie Mac, man. Old Vinnie Mac.
I wouldn't wipe my ass with one of them damn towels. Never give up.
Wow, KG, what's up with you tonight, man? Everybody, nobody's safe tonight. DTA, don't trust anybody.
KG got the scope on tonight. Cena, pow.
But yo, KG said something right, and it made me think when he was talking about the Vision and who they're placing with him. If they put LA Knight with the Vision, which is what I initially wanted for him to become the new face of the Vision, if they were going to turn him heel, because at this point, as far as him being a babyface become a champion, I don't see it right now, right? But as KG was saying it right there, I was like, yo, putting LA Knight with the Vision right now would be similar to what happened with The Rock when he was with the Nation of Domination. Like The Rock came, and clearly the Nation of Domination was always Ron Simmons, aka Farouk's stable. Rock came, got white hot as a heel, and what happened? He just took over. Like he became just this entity outside of the Nation that just kind of like overshadowed everything. It overshadowed the entire Nation of Domination. And because LA Knight doesn't need anybody to talk for him, it's like, okay, well, Braun and Bronson Reed can cut a promo, but yeah, having a Paul Heyman behind them to talk for him ain't a bad thing. But LA Knight definitely don't need it. But I would have likened it to when CM Punk and Paul Heyman had they run, when Paul Heyman was, his manager during that long run. What was it? When he had the yellow shirt. Not the yellow shirt. Yeah, the yellow shirt, the black and gold shirt.
Yeah, GTS. Just said GTS with like a lightning.
So I was just like, this could work, but this was totally going to overshadow those two guys if they did it.
Hey, you remember that time? Go ahead. So I'll let you finish.
Yeah, so I was just like, and you know, I ain't gonna say nothing wrong about Logan Paul. Logan Paul didn't liked some of our stuff before he's reshared it. You know what I mean? So hey, hats off to him. I like the guy. Sometimes some people can be whatever to people, but I like him.
You should give us a prime sponsorship there. I actually drank some Prime, and we all know I'm picky as fuck. I drank Prime on a it was a very hot day. It was a crazy gig. Not too shabby.
It's decent. Yeah. I wouldn't. There's certain places like I would stick with certain ones after, because this was like when it came out, I was like, whatever. Let me try this. That Strawberry Banana one's decent, actually. I'm not gonna lie. But then speaking of the Nation, remember the time like DX tried to start a race war with them in the Hart Foundation?
Mm-hmm.
When they had like KFC spray painted on the wall, and I was like, bro, what am I watching?
And they came out in blackface, and Triple H was calling Rock the Croc. Dark times in wrestling, man. If you have been around for the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression Era, when Vince had guys coming out on lawnmowers, like that was a real thing. Let's see. We got another comment from Jason Whitmore. Hold on one second.
What does it say?
It's blasphemy. It's blasphemy to use Dolph Ziggler's in the same. I don't like saying that man's name in the same breath as AJ Lee. It's blasphemy.
I'll say this, man. Anytime somebody got over organically, sans maybe the Becky Lynch instance of this happening, Vince tried to shut it down. Dolph Ziggler was prime example of somebody who got over, like AG said, and You know what I'm saying? Vince didn't go anywhere with it. Rusev Day became hot as fish grease, and Vince did zero with it.
Until it's too late. And then he put, yeah.
And it was just like, bro, like you could have put some title on him. You didn't have to put the title. You could put some title on him. He deserved it.
It's no different than when Punk had like 1 or 2 t-shirts and WWEshop.com was outselling Cena. And they kept coming out with like new shirts and John Cena.
Yeah. But adversely, that statement you just made about waiting too late to like do something with them when they're white hot, that's what's happened to Sammy, I feel. Never understood Rusev Day for something. I feel like that's what's happened to Sammy because we had like this high wave, this moment. I think it peaked earlier this year. I probably peaked at the Rumble, honestly. Where like people were so like, yeah, Sammy, put Sammy over, give him a title shot and all that. And I feel like the buzz died down. You gave him the US title, people booed him. They were booing him as US champion. Not all the time. Not even half the time. But the fact that those boos stood out was interesting to me because the only thing that ends up happening is eventually you kind of turn the hourglass over, and the next thing you know, no one cares about Sammy anymore. Like, what just happened with the US Open Challenge? Yeah, that was great. He lost to Ilya.
Yeah. I think part of the reason why Sammy got booed to a degree too, though, was Solo had just got the title. Not that people were clamoring for Solo, but then they cut Jacob Fatu's run short, and now they're not doing anything with him. I think that's more so that they felt like, what was the point in taking the title off Jacob? Because Solo only had that title for about a month at most, give or take, right? Because he got it with Crown Jewel or something. One of those events he got it at. Yeah, and he just dropped it.
He got it at WrestleMania.
No, Jacob got it at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what Solo got it. Did he get it at?
Oh.
Solo got it at SummerSlam.
That's what I thought. But then he didn't keep it that long. Because, I mean, it's already November, and Sammy lost almost about a month ago. So Solo had it for what, 1 or 2 months? I think there's more so that when people didn't necessarily expect a big run with Jacob, and it's like, now they're not doing nothing with him. It's like Sammy's already kind of been there, done that. He's been the mid-card champion. He's been mid-card champion several times. To the point where it looks dumb booking-wise. If this man said, my goal is to be a world champion, he kept emphasizing that on Raw. They said, hey, we'll give you a free shot. Just stay out of the divisions away. You get a title shot against John Cena on SmackDown. What does he go there? The first thing he does is go after the U.S. title. Once again, not the U.S. title. He's never been U.S. champion, but he's been there, done that mid-card stuff. Because, what, a 4 or 5 time IC champion? What was the point of that? Sending him to SmackDown to take the momentum away from somebody else that kind of needed that push. Because now it's like they're trying to put Solo again in this group. But what was the point of taking the U.S. title off him if they're going to revamp them into MFT? I don't know. It was a little weird. Maybe that's why, to a degree, why he got booed. So Akil's point is like if they were going to pull that trigger, they missed the opportunity 2 years ago. Cody didn't have to finish no damn story.
I mean,
I'm saying this is before. Cody even got his first. This is before Cody even got the first one. I'm saying.
Yeah, but that's what I was gonna say. In hindsight, because when we talk about Sammy having a peak moment, right? When Sammy had the championship match against Roman in his hometown in Canada, I would probably say that was Sammy at his peak. Like, because I think Sammy in the Bloodline caught a lot of people off guard. You know, I think some people that like I followed him throughout his career and knew what he was capable of, but being in that prominent space, you know, they cutting the promo. It's obviously supposed to be a serious promo. He comes in, hey man, Jay's not feeling too oozy right now. Everybody breaks kayfabe. You know what I'm saying? And literally nobody can stop laughing. Solo's supposed to be like this, and he over there, he couldn't stop laughing either. So that likability just continued to rise from there, and then the whole, just all the fans got behind him again. Just kind of like an organic thing. Sammy Uso, you know, and they had him be the deciding factor for the Bloodline winning their War Games, I think, that particular year. So I think where they messed up, I think what happened with Sammy also is that they teased their storyline with Karrion Kross, and that didn't go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And I think he got some backlash from that. But then they also had Sammy challenge John Cena. We know he on his farewell tour. You're gonna challenge John Cena to a U.S. title open title match. You know, yeah, you're going against John Cena. You're gonna catch some boos. And then I think he faced Shinsuke, and he got boos during the Shinsuke match. And it was like, well, Shinsuke was just a heel. Like, y'all booing him against Shinsuke? So, you know, I think they haven't figured out what to do with Sammy outside of a title or outside of a stable. Like, they got to figure that all out again in order for him to kind of be somewhat relevant, you know.
I feel like the best way to think, the thing to do with Sammy is kind of like the Charlotte thing, but different, something we used to, is, which kind of goes into this theory I have for War Games. I feel like Jay is going to team with Punk to go against the Vision. Jay is going to turn on him in the match. Straight up turn on him. That's going to be Jay's heel turn. Building up his team or whatever. He trying to figure out who his team is. Sammy ends up somehow turning heel too, or siding with Jay. And then you got a split. You figure out what happened with Jacob. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe we get somehow Cody is in the middle of it. I don't know. I just think Sammy's best bet to be prominent again would be a heel turn and being with Jay. Him and Jay just running roughshod, and then it further solidified this thing of Jay as like the next tribal chief, because Roman picked him and said, like, you're the next tribal chief. The only reason why a lot of people got focused on Solo with it is because he had the Ulafala and he was running shit. That's it. Like, sometimes I even forgot that Roman did that. The Usos are the one that was like, nah, Jay ain't the next tribal chief. Solo is. But it's still Jay nonetheless. It don't matter them saying that it's him. Solo may be next after Jay, but as of now, it's Jay. And I think that they do that. In which case, I do have a question. Does that make Roman Jay's bitch if they do that?
I'm gonna say no, but as the resident Roman stan, yeah, I'm gonna say no.
Because what's Roman's action? Jay's a world champion. What Roman doing?
Hey, Roman
the
shows
only
up.
other thing he can do is deviate and feud with The Rock. But then, you see what I'm saying? Like, how do you make it make sense?
You talking about as far as this coming WrestleMania? Like what's
as far as WrestleMania, as far as what else in his career? If Jay is the new tribal chief, like, or is that going to be like, is Roman's final match versus The Rock, or is it versus Jay to see who the tribal chief is? You see what I'm saying?
If we saying Roman's final match, then yeah, I would say against Jay, because I think Solo has shown him what he's capable of doing on the mic. You know, likability, you know, in ring. I think he checks off some things, but he's not there just yet. I would say Solo is maybe like right here on the Big Jim, because Big Jim still ain't got his push, to be honest. But I think Roman has successfully taken the Brock Lesnar position. Brock looking real old on them commercials, man. I don't know if y'all seeing what I'm seeing, but I'm like, yo, the Beast looking a little old, a little seasoned on this promo for WrestleMania. And I think the in case of emergency break glass is where Roman is right now. I don't know if Roman touches the title anytime soon, just because of the meteoric rise and run he just had. You can't just put a title on Roman for 3 months at this point. Not after being champion for 4 years. In my personal opinion, I don't think you can do it. And then on top of that, there's plenty of guys that are capable and deserve the shot of being champion and being the face of the company. I think we just said it with LA Knight. A lot of people feel like, myself included, I feel like Sammy deserves the opportunity to finally see if he can be the guy. I liken Sammy a lot to Mick Foley, not necessarily in ring or charisma or promo or any of that. It's just in terms of the type of character and gimmick that he has. I kind of put him in that space. LA Knight is a guy, like I said, I mean, he's patterned himself after The Rock in a lot of ways, at least to me, in presentation, how he, does promos and stuff. I think he's a guy, and the fans have gotten behind him. Like they had to, I think people forget, you had to turn LA Knight face because the fans weren't booing him. He was a full-on heel on SmackDown, and he was getting cheered. So they had to turn him. And then he went on and he had some good matches with Roman during the Bloodline feud where he definitely showed improved. So, but to bring it back to if Jay's the tribal chief, yeah, I definitely think Roman's last match is against Jay.
Well, there's that.
So yeah, I do have the question. I'm going to get the heated roundtable up right here for it because I caught this on social media the other day, and let me just hit the promo real quick.
Ooh, the roundtable's getting heated. Heated roundtable.
Okay, so this is all hearsay from what I know. None of this is 100% official, but there are some sources that were on the internet. I saw it on Instagram as well as on Twitter, I believe. But they said Triple H was not backstage at Saturday Night Main Event. And we know Triple H to be backstage at everything. Raw, SmackDown, PLEs, etc. So they said it's a rift right now taking place backstage in terms of creative, where they're saying the creative team, the heads of the creative team, that is, which would be Triple H, which would be Michael P.S. Hayes, which would be, what's my man that was Brother Love?
Bruce Punk-ass Pritchard.
Bruce Pritchard, and I think Road Dogg. I can't think of Road Dogg's real name, but they're saying Brian James. So they're saying those four are the head of creative, and to go with that is Michael Hickenbottom down in NXT. But they're basically saying that there's a rift between them and the people at TKO, and they want to start pushing some of these newer talents, these younger talents, versus the talents that have been getting pushed like present day. Like instead of Seth getting the title for the umpteenth time, instead of Roman touching the title the umpteenth time, they want to start seeing new, fresher faces, them taking more chances with people who are the champions of the respective shows of Raw, SmackDown, NXT, etc. What do you all think of that? Do you think it could be some credibility to that if in fact Triple H wasn't really there Saturday night? Do you think that creative does need to kind of be freshened up a bit to where they can start utilizing some of these people? And I think there has been instances of it. Case in point, JD McDonough, he had that great match on on Raw with Sheamus 2 weeks ago. Very impressed with that match. I think LA Knight and Braun Breaker had a hell of a match 2 weeks ago where they took down the house. And I think that put the spotlight on Braun even more. So I just wanted to get y'all thoughts on that, man, and see what y'all thought about it.
It's funny you said that. I saw a screenshot earlier. They were talking about the fact that you look at the Attitude Era, Stone Cold's, like, in terms of people that got pushed in the Attitude Era, Stone Cold's the oldest person. He was 36. Everybody else is getting pushed right now is pushing 40. Like everyone, and like Punk, Jey Uso, LA Knight, outside Braun Breaker, all of them in their 40s. Damian Priest, Finn Balor, Randy Orton, John Cena, Cody Rhodes just hit 40 recently. I think Steph is pushing 40 or is 40. All them dudes and some of the women too are getting up there. So I can see why they would want to do that, because Charlotte's, I think, pushing 40. I think she might be 40 already. Becky's close to 40. She's my age. No, she's 38, I think. Give or take, she's upper 30s. I know that for sure, though. She's in the same age group as Charlotte, so yeah, they're both.
All I know is
40.
her and Ronda are the same age on the same birthday. That's all I know.
Yeah, I'm saying they're definitely my age or older. That's what I'm saying. So I think that they're gonna have to start taking some risks at some point. It's calculated risk. That's why at the same time though, you don't want to just put someone just because they're younger.
Okay, so my thoughts is I feel as though the reason why that ages thing is happening is because they're trying to get certain people their title runs out the way so they can give them that, so they can have that, they can hang their hat on. They Triple H trying to do that before he's like completely pushed out himself and not in control of a lot of things behind the scenes. Whether or not he was there, if I'm basing it off of just the fact of looking at the big picture, we got 6 former AEW superstars as champions in WWE right now. Like, granted, Punk's, I think, the only one who's WWE first, big name WWE, and went there and came back or whatever. But that, as fun as Triple H likes to have with things, I don't think that was a Triple H thing. I really don't. I don't feel like that was him. I feel like that was some other factors at play, the powers that be. Whether or not he was backstage, though, I mean, once we see the behind the scenes footage, we'll know for sure, obviously. Or no, I think he was backstage, but I don't know whether he was back there calling the shots. So, because he was back there, because he did take a picture with Punk. He has a picture with Punk, and I believe he has a picture with Jade. So he was back there. Don't know if he was calling the shots per se. Because even the Punk and Jay match, I don't feel as though that was they didn't go in that match knowing who was gonna win. I feel like that it's very few times in WWE where you have a world championship match and they don't even know before they hit the current who wins. It's up in the air. It's a split moment decision. Sometimes they leave it up to the superstars or whoever the veteran is in the ring to make that call. Power struggle at TKO WWE? Hell yeah. It's been a power struggle since The Rock announced that WrestleMania was taking place in New Orleans. And then they flipped the script and said, nah, it's happening in Vegas. Which is crazy how I don't even know who and how they got fucked up like that. But solution, my opinion, for a lot of that stuff, just have WrestleManias at both locations. We've done that before. We have WrestleManias at 2 different cities. Do it now. NOLA in Vegas. Have one be like The Rock's Mania and have the other one be Hunter's Mania. But I digress. It's all fucked up because we need that Roman Rock storyline. So
that would be interesting if they were to do something like that. Night 1 Vegas, night 2 New Orleans. If that's total monetization of your fan base at that point. But if anybody can pull that off, I totally think WWE can pull that off. That would be crazy if they were to do something like that, because you think of it like this, like WrestleMania is like WWE's NBA Finals. It's their World Series, you know what I'm saying? Stanley Cup, etc. So if they were to do that, then just imagine that kind of puts them in the same stratosphere now officially, to me at least, as the NBA, as the NFL, in terms of especially the NBA, because the NBA they play in the finals at each different stadium, with each team stadium. So that would be interesting to see that. I wouldn't be mad at that, because that if they were to like play out that actual internal struggle that's taking place between those two, because that's apparently that's who it's supposed to be behind. It's like you got brass at TKO that want to follow what Rock wants, and then you got the brass that wants to continue to go down the path that Triple H has set. And it's like causing a rift there, I'm guessing. But as you was talking, bro, I looked. Triple H 2 days ago, he posted the picture with CM Punk with the title. So I'm thinking he did that at Raw. I don't know if it took place at Main Event, but according to his Twitter page, the picture was posted 2 days ago. So that would have been Raw. So plot thickens, man. The plot thickens. And by you guys being CM Punk guys, not saying I'm not a CM Punk fan, because I definitely am. Can't be from the city and not be a Punk fan. Chicago made Punk. But do you all feel like Saturday was the time to put the title on CM Punk? And I asked you guys this because I was listening to Busted Open Radio, Dave LaGreca and Bully Ray. They were discussing it. And they were saying begrudgingly, CM Punk was not the guy to go with.
Wait. I was just going to say, don't say what they said. Let us answer first, because I don't want Bully Ray's fucking wisdom in my head.
Well, I won't tell you the wisdom. I kind of said what they said but already. But what's you all perspective on it? I'll go first real quick. I felt like it was the right time to put it on him. You already had Jey Uso in the space. Punk won it at SummerSlam. Now, if I could have called a quick audible and I could have replaced maybe Jey Uso with LA Knight, I would have went with LA Knight personally, just if that were to happen. But given who the two opponents were, I think they know Jey Uso is over enough with the fans, but I don't think they trust him 100% to go into WrestleMania, which is what I think is going to take place. I think CM Punk's taking his title into WrestleMania, barring injury. I think he's going to carry it into WrestleMania. And from there, you'll maybe see Braun Breaker take it off of him or whoever. But what do you guys think? Do you think Saturday Night Main Event was the time and place to put the title back on CM Punk?
First off, when Punk walks into Mania, he is not losing at WrestleMania. He already been there, done that. His next Mania appearance will be a win. That's what he already said. All right, he got to the dance. Now it's time to win the bell of the ball. Like, that's what's going to happen. I feel as though it's going to be a situation where Punk may lose the title before Mania, and he'll get it back at Mania. I feel like that'll be that story there. Because he hasn't had a main event championship match. And then at that, it'll probably be night 2 of Mania as well. Just saying. Because this night will be The Rock versus Roman Mania. Whenever that happens, that's the main event regardless. So yeah, I feel like that this may be Brock versus Punk, may be our main event night 2. We may get Brock versus Punk 2 on night 2, because they only had the one match, and that match still lives in my head rent free to this day at SummerSlam. I digress. To answer your question about Saturday night's main event, I mean, ultimately there was no other choice. Like, we put it on Jay. We don't get Jay to have a chip on his shoulder, because Jay with this chip on his shoulder look real good right now. It's real entertaining. It, even though it's not a bloodline story, it's a bloodline story. And this is the juiciest of a bloodline story that we've had since since Mania, when the Usos main event and then Roman main event at the next night. Like, that's pretty much the cadence of it all. Or even since Solo. And now we got this. I feel that Jay having his chip is gonna be good. They may even have Jay win Money in the Bank and he cash in. Let's say Roman's in a match with Cody at Money in the Bank or at some shit. That's his cash in right there. You see what I'm saying? Like, we need that. We need Jay wanting to have that same hunger and desire that Roman had to put his family on top. The only difference is Roman had the wherewithal to be gone and then pop back up and take a title. Wrong. So wrong. Shouldn't have happened. Did the Fiend dirty. But he had the wherewithal to do so. Jay, now we get to see the on-screen version of what Roman probably went through. And Jay crawling, hungry, trying to get his family dominance back into place. Yeah, it needed to be Punk because adversity Punk needed it. Punk was a king without a crown, as he said. Ain't no way you watching WWE and know what happened in AEW and be like, that's a world champion. Punk is the real AEW world champion, no matter who the champion is in shit show land. Punk is the world champion. Never lost that title. Literally, finally walked out of a company with the belt. And now he got the world championship. Looks similar to one another. He's champion again. Like, it needed to be Punk, especially when you got Ethan Page, you got Ricky Saints, you got Jade, you got Blake, what's her name? Madison, whatever the fuck her name is in NXT, as NXT North American champion, women's North American champion. You got her, Blake Monroe, and you got Cody. Yeah, it needed to be Punk. It made sense. And if Punk lost, everybody would have rioted.
KG, what's your thoughts, man?
I'll go sign between the two picks that they had. Like I said, Jay had his run. And Jay being the hunted, I mean, like Akil's point, he looks hungrier now that he wants the title back. Him being a hunted, I don't know if it fits with the vision because he's just killers basically right now that they have, the way they're booking them. Punk has a little bit more history of being a serious person, for one. It's like, no offense to Yeaton and all that, but you also need somebody who's going to go toe-to-toe with Heyman on the mic, too. I don't want to see Jey Uso go toe-to-toe with Paul Heyman on the mic. So, yeah, there's that, too, that aspect. So, if it was between Punk, LA, and I would have been fine either way. But with the options they had, I don't think Jey Uso was the right option.
Okay. I wholeheartedly agree with you guys' opinion on the matter. Yeah, good points. So before we get out of here, let me see. I'm trying to see if they have the blood and guts matches for next week. They only got 2 of them so far, so we can't do that.
I think that's probably I think that's probably going to be it though, because they're both matches. They'll probably have maybe one in between because those matches are almost an hour long, give or take.
Yeah, you got a women's blood and guts match, and you got a men's blood and guts. I guess from that we can pick who we think will win those. Real quick though, I want to just do the NXT results from yesterday. Let's see. Fatal Influence defeated NXT Women's Champion Tatum Paxley, Izzy Dame, and Lola Vice in the 6-woman tag match. El Grande Americano defeated Josh Briggs. Zarya defeated Ren Sinclair in a speed match for the speed championship. TNA Knockouts champion Kalani Jordan defeated Tyra May Steele. Javon Evans defeated Saquon Sugars. Joe Hendry and Thea Hale crashed Muy Grande Championship celebration by Ethan Page and Chelsea Green. So I think Chelsea Green won a title over.
They won like the mix. They won like the mixed tag or something. Yeah.
Okay. That's the guy I forgot to bring up earlier in the show when we were talking about the Cena final match. A lot of people are thinking he's going to pop up in that tournament. Joe Hendry has been all over WWE television since WrestleMania. He had the match with Randy Orton, obviously. Then he's pretty much been a mainstay on NXT. So I don't know if, he could possibly show up in the tournament. I don't know if he ends up being the guy, but it could happen.
He had his moment with Randy.
You won't get no argument out of me. I agree. So yeah, we'll move on to these blood and gut picks. Akil, I know you're not necessarily an AEW guy, but bear with us here.
Wait, before you do that, I just want to state with Chelsea Green got creamed.
She definitely, yeah. And she thought about it herself. Oh,
Yeah.
I should have had the little excerpt. I should have got the little audio.
All right, that was it. That was it. You can talk about
Definitely.
shit. I mean,
Hey, but yeah, you can talk about that on After Dark, my good friend. Yeah, because y'all coming up. All right, so good people. Next week is AEW's Blood and Guts. There are 2 matches listed. Like KG pointed out, these are probably going to be hour-long matches. So match 1, we're going to do the women's match, women's Blood and Guts match. Jamie Hayter, Willow Nightingale, Harley Cameron, Timeless Tony Storm, Mina Shirokara, and Chris Statlander versus Triangle of Madness, which consists of Julia Hart, Sky Blue, and Thea, Megan Bain. Tekla?
Yeah.
Okay. That's my man's. Tekla, Megan Bain, Marina Shafir, and Mercedes Moné. Gentlemen, who do you pick?
I'm picking the heels only because the next match is going to be baby faces against the heels stable that it's started to run its course.
Okay.
And I don't think you can rock away 2 baby faces. I don't think either way. Whoever wins, I think the heels going to win one, the baby face will win the other. I'll go with the heels because they want to make Mercedes look like she might take Statlander's title at Full Gear. That's really the biggest focal point of this match is the fact that this is going to be a preview of their match. And I don't think
Mercedes looks strong.
Yeah.
All right. Akil?
isn't she like a 1,000-time champion?
Basically, she might as well be like Super Saiyan level whatever. It's at 9,000.
It's over 9,000.
Yeah.
She hitting Ultra Instinct level right now.
It's bad, bro.
I'm gonna go ahead and go with KG on that one, man. Yeah, and I think Willow Nightingale and her partner won their tag team match tonight. So, believe in the swerve, as I like to say. All right, we're gonna go with
is Ember Moon in that match too?
Yeah, she's known as Athena over there. That's why I took their team too, because it's like she is the longest reigning ROH champion of any division, men or women. I think of all time. I think she surpassed Samoa Joe for that.
I'll go with Athena's team because Ember Moon, she was done dirty the most. I feel like out of her and Keith Lee done the most dirty.
Hey, VKM, man. That's why we had the golden shovel back then. Like before, when we used to end the show, we would give the golden shovel to whoever we thought, be it somebody in creative, be it we thought somebody had a shit show of a match, whatever. We used to do that. We may bring it back, who knows? But it used to be a good time. But she definitely got done dirty. Every time she went to the main roster, they never pushed her half as much as she got pushed in NXT. Keith Lee, same deal. They did those little tweaks to his ring gear. Vince
gave him generic
hair dye.
They gave him generic theme number 16.
They did this whole big pomp and circumstance where they had him debut. I think his debut match on the main roster was against Randy, which was, in theory, you would have thought would have been, okay, this is more to come. They're going to make him a big deal, and we saw how that went. But I digress. So men's Blood and Guts match, we got Darby Allin, Roderick Strong, and a conglomeration, which consists of Mark Briscoe, Orange Cassidy, and Kyle O'Reilly versus the Death Riders, Jon Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, Wheeler Yuta, Daniel Garcia, and Pac.
Baby faces. The Death Riders are starting to. The only way they don't win is if Roderick Strong turns heel because his wife is running around acting crazy with them. I need an explanation of why his wife running around with these dudes taking bullets for them. And the fact they don't even acknowledge that that's that man's wife too. He's faced the Death Rider several times. She's like she'll get in the way and just give him this smirk. And like the commentators, they kind of like play it coy. Like, so this is the only couple y'all don't acknowledge in AEW.
Maybe they got divorced and we don't know about it.
No, they didn't. I don't think they did.
Yeah, I don't think they did either. The fact that Roddy's face now is crazy though. That's
Roddy.
Wild.
Roddy reminds me of he's this generation's Dean Malenko.
I completely agree. You took the thought out of my head, my friend.
I literally was phenomenal wrestler, but he just outside of the little funny stuff they were doing with Adam Cole when they were fighting over cussy Adam Cole, MJF. He goes, Adam! All that stuff. That dude hadn't really showed a lot of personality in his career. Still a phenomenal wrestler though. Yeah, that's why I was just kind of run its kind of run its course, man. I'm taking the baby faces. Doesn't really make sense for them to go over at this point. Like I said, unless Roderick turns or something like that. Even then.
Okay.
One other point I was gonna make real quick.
Go ahead.
I kind of lost my train of thought. Oh, never mind. That's not important. That was by AEW.
Okay. I'm gonna go with faces as well. I saw Claudio beat it. He defeated Orange Cassidy tonight. I didn't get the chance to watch this main event that took place on Dynamite. So I don't know what happened there. But yeah, I think this is a good place, especially with Mark Briscoe. He lost at the last pay-per-view. And they kind of want to keep it balanced. So I'm thinking the good guys will prevail here too. Kill, you want to make a pick, bro? Neat. All right. Got something from my main man, Ghostface. Oh, wow. That's a good question, Ghostface.
To the Shire.
And we got one more. We got one.
King of the
Ghostface,
the Prince of the Shire.
All righty, some AEW Dynamite recap there for the good people that's checking out Hot Take tonight. But yeah, people, make sure y'all watch. You know what I'm saying? Blood and Guts next week on Wednesday. We'll be filming, obviously, because it's Hot Take Wednesdays. Yeah, I don't think Akil's gonna watch, but everybody else that's AEW fans, you guys tune in.
There are AEW fans.
It's
People are
definitely some
fans of
AEW.
AEW. Oh my god, I'm so
It's a
sorry.
real thing. It's a
I
real
will
thing.
send you funeral cards.
All right, man. One more last time before we get up out of here. Bam! Make sure y'all following us. TikTok, Hot Take Wrestling. Instagram, Hot Take Wrestling. X or Twitter, West Wrestling Take. Twitch, Hot Take Wrestling Podcast. And on YouTube at NMG TV. As always, we're on Kick as well at NMG Podcast Network. Yeah, man. Akil, one more time, can you tell the good people about our event taking place this month?
Yes, this month, the month of giving and thanks, we shall be giving an event. That was going to go left, but I'm saving for later. We will be giving an event. It is the Hot Take Survivor Series War Games Watch Party taking place at Tata's. You can find the link on our stories. You can find the link on our post. You can even ask us for the link, and you ask and you shall receive. We got you. Use the promo code HTAD for Hot Take After Dark and the promo code HTWP for Hot Take Wrestling Pod. You can also use the promo code of the names of the Hot Take host as well. You can use Kenny, you can use Logan, you can use Phil, you can use Multi. You can use any of our names to also get some cha-ching off of tickets. Come through, eat, drink, laugh, enjoy. It'll be a great time. And don't forget, if you're still up and you can't sleep, or you go to sleep and you wake up, the reason you woke up in the middle of the night is because you need to watch Hot Take After Dark. So come through and watch Hot Take After Dark at 10:30-ish. We be on not CST but CPT. So come through and watch Hot Take After Dark. We will have a guest. Thank you, my friend. Ill AEW. It's capital EW at the ill for ill.
He also wants you to message him back.
So come through the Hot Take After Dark. Enjoy. Have a great time. It gets real spicy over there.
All right, that boy good. All right, good people. Oh, so bro, as you were doing the promo right there, I said, you know what? This is what I'll do. So people, if you are on Instagram, I will put the link in the bio on Instagram. Where you can go right there, hit that. Like you said, put one of those codes in, Hot Take After Dark, HTAD, or Hot Take Wrestling Podcast, HTWP, and you can get some king off of that. And y'all come out, man. Let's have this good time. Shout out to Tatas for the opportunity. Looking forward to this. This is our first foray into doing an event like this. We want to do more of these, so we definitely need a nice reception. So please come on out and let's do this the right way. Let's have fun watching War Games together. All right. Any last thoughts, guys, before we get out of here?
You said this is at Tata's and it's Thanksgiving. Does dessert, by the way, gonna be any poutine pie?
Akil probably can answer that better than me.
Maybe when we do the After Dark segment, after goes off air. It's the hot take After Dark War Games, but it's stretch out war and it'd be War Games After Party.
Oh man.
Branding, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're about here. Hot take branding opportunities.
Oh man. All right, man. Well, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here, guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. Also, make sure y'all check out the latest post. Let me know what y'all think about Mr. What I named that damn devil. I can't think of what his name is. Mr. After Dark and Black Lucha, the mascots of Hot Take After Dark and Hot Take Wrestling Podcast. So, hey, you gotta use AI, man. AI is a wonderful thing, and I was able to finally bring Black Lucha to life.
Hey, when I saw that thing, I was like, wait, why do they look like me but purple? What's happening? He was laughing and cracking the fuck up and everything. I'm like, did I inspire this? Are you my child? Like, what's that? Is that my hornswoggle? Is that what took place? That's my illegitimate child?
I need to see him on a shirt. I need to see how that looks. If that looks awesome.
Hey, we could. I mean, so real quick on Hot Take After Dark, bruh. It's so many like things that said on there that people that's watching, they like, you need that on the shirt because we say certain things so much. So I don't know. We may have some merch going around. That may be part of the merch that we do.
Yeah, well, I've been telling Wise Man that for the longest. He has that one shirt. I told him, I said, yo, we need to make that an official shirt.
What,
it says,
couch shirt?
Yeah, my couch pulls out, I don't.
Bro, yes. I agree.
Yeah.
So breaking news, there may be merch at this event. So definitely come through because you will only be able to get it at this event. Come through.
Yep. All right, y'all. Well, that's it for tonight. We are about to get out of here. Make sure y'all tune in and watch Hot Take After Dark. Starts at 10:30 with the good man, the wise man, Phil Myers Sr. and Akil right here. Thank you for coming on the show, brother. And Miss Shelly Mack. So they're going to get down and dirty, talking dirty after dark, like that old Martin Lawrence movie.
That's Return of the Mac.
We got to get KG on that, man. One of these days.
Yes, KG, you need to come on to the dark side and have a fun, hilarious time. KG asked me, like, okay, what time y'all go to bed? Like,
the dark side. What are you talking about? The whiter the sugar, the sweeter the cake.
Hey, on that note,
right. We here.
I kid.
Now speak your truth.
I'm joking.
All right, good people. We up out of here. Hot Take After Dark is next. Thank y'all for tuning in. This is Hot Take Wrestling Podcast. Peace.